Hi guys, this is RangerRob and welcome to the RangerRob Country Living channel. And I got a little bell here terrorizing me in my office. And today's subject I want to talk about is convenience versus self-reliance. And what I want to show you is a lot of us are talking to you guys about learning how to have a homestead or being self-reliant, which does not mean that you are going to become some kind of hillbilly or something. I'm just using my office here just to kind of show you that we are very much high-tech. Not to mention over here I actually monitor our property and our animals with a security system. And behind me is a green screen, which is a lot of times we would do our podcasts or radio shows. We use all kinds of technology. This is where I do all my editing for our videos, download everything. I have several external hard drives where we save and protect all of our videos. And normally I'm in here, I usually have a dog under the table trying to help me out or taking a snooze. But today I want to talk about people or convenience living. Nope, somebody's back. The lifestyle that we all have been enjoying is the convenience of everything being at our fingertips and readily available, and compared to self-reliance or homesteading. And I was a little bit motivated by Justin Rhodes, where he makes everything sounds poetic or mystifying and the whole works, and it's not really that at all. But some of it is, and I don't disagree with them, but it's kind of different. So let's go outside and talk about it. So I know there's a lot of grandeur about having property and things like that. And these guys that are making these shows and stuff are also, they're running a business too. They're trying to get you to buy their memberships, to watch their videos, to do their whole buy their PDFs and things like that, and that's how they draw money for their homestead and their homestead life. In a sense, we kind of do it too, but that's not what we rely on. Besides, we do what's called a daily vlog, and what we're trying to do is kind of share the day in the life of homesteading, growing your own food, and doing it at a kind of unusual situation. We're older than most people when they're first starting out homesteads and going all out. And so I guess some of the realities is when you live in the city, which I have. In fact, we came straight from Phoenix area, Mesa, Arizona, lived in tract housing, and the Safeway was 5 minutes away. All of our convenience stores were 5-10 minutes away. Very rare that you had to drive very far for anything. Garbage was picked up. All my utilities were all in one bill, easy to take care of. The little garbage truck guy comes by every week. It was just super simple living. It was convenient. And I've lived the lifestyle of working in aerospace, manufacturing. I was in management. I used to be a teacher, the whole works. I've done the 9 to 5. And granted, 9 to 5 is important and it gives structure. And but a lot of people are just now realizing that the 9 to 5 grind is not necessarily needed anymore. In fact, a lot of people are starting to work virtual. And so, but the problem is when you get out to the country like we're doing, some of your amenities are not here anymore. Stores are 20, 30 hour away. To get to major stores for us is 40 miles away. Little stores are within a half hour. And yeah, so that's one of the reasons why we say buy local, is if you take the math and you figure out how much you're driving to get to the bigger cities that are 40 miles away, what's it going to hurt to spend a couple of cents more for the products that are in a little grocery store in the local area? It's funny, some people will drive way out to 40 miles away to get a good price on gas, but they never calculate how much extra gas they spent to get to that special place for the discount. So people are funny that way. But you know, if you choose this lifestyle, if you choose to be more self-sufficient or get property, you got to take care of stuff. These two dogs, I just got done feeding them. We're bringing them outside, we take care of them, they go to the vets, and we spend quality time with them. That's just the dogs, which I know some of you guys are doing right in your own households, and sometimes you think it's a hassle. Or you may have a cat. or maybe you have an aquarium like we do, and you got to take care of that. But once you start doing this, then you got chores. And you got to be motivated every day. And believe me, there's days that I get out here and I go, oh, you know, I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm old. But I still got to make sure the watering systems are working. In my case, I got hydroponics. I don't have any livestock like sheep or lamb or goats or horses or anything like that. So I choose not to have those. And also in the area I'm at, we have ordinances against certain types of animals, like we can't have cattle, which is absolutely fine with me because I've got cattle farms all around me, and they're more than happy to sell their beef that way. And tell you the truth, that's the way I want to get my beef, because I really don't want my beef from Mexico. And yeah, that's where a lot of our beef comes from, people. So chores, taking care of things, building stuff, fixing stuff. Oh my gosh, fixing stuff all the time. However, growing food, this is our first year with a bigger volume of food. We haven't got the corn yet, but you know, in the greenhouse, this thing has been a production machine. In the greenhouse here, we had to build all these Dutch buckets, build these tanks, put in the plumbing, then buy the chemicals or the nutrients we need to take care of our hydroponics. And now we're reaping the benefits of a harvest. And now we're getting more beans than we can eat in a day. We got several pounds of beans. Pounds and pounds of tomatoes are coming in now. We're getting zucchini, we're getting peppers. We got lots of lettuce. Never a lack of lettuce at all. We're getting spinach now. Yes, in the summer we're getting spinach. And so now we got this new problem of harvesting and preserving our food. Now the reason I bring that up is we've taught, you hear us talking about prepping, and probably our first thing that really got us going is the chickens. And what do you think there, Belle? You think Belle's kind of being mean to the chickens, but the chickens actually kind of play with her. So it's a game. I can't put Belle in the chicken coop. She'll chase them to death. But Cinder can go in there and she doesn't even care about the chickens. But this little guy, but getting back to the point, is suddenly I'm getting 8, 9, 10 eggs a day. See if I get any in here. Not on this side. For some reason they switch sides on us. And but if I go this side, oh yeah, we'll be pulling eggs today. What do you do with all those eggs? Well, you give away a lot, but you preserve them. You say, preserving eggs? Well, there's several ways to do it. In our case, we preserve our eggs through our freeze dryer. So we preserve 48 eggs a week. Now we've been doing this for quite a while. Could you imagine if you look at our storage area, how much food we have preserved, what I'm kind of suggesting is, if you want to be a prepper, or you want to be self-reliant, or you want to be prepared in case power goes out or the food gets short in the stores, if you do this, you're almost forced to be a prepper. I know some people don't like that word, but I'm going to use it in this video. And soon I'm going to get tons of corn. I can't just store husk of corn. I've got to also break it down, and we'll make cream corn and things like that, and freeze dry some stuff, and we'll preserve it. And we're getting tons of zucchini, lots of beans, and cucumbers, and we're preserving it. Same thing's going on with strawberries. These aren't going 100% yet because they're new, but they will. And when they do, I'll have lots of preserved strawberries, either by freezing them or by doing freeze drying. Let me show you an example. Alright, so we're coming back into the green room. This is where we prep our plants. That's our propagator right there, which gets our plants ready for the hydroponics. But let's come in here for a minute. I want to show you what homesteading has forced us to do. All this we have preserved. This isn't all of it. Preserved in the last week. We just made our own salsa. Why? Because we're kind of forced to. Because we had tons of tomatoes. We've got tons of cucumbers. We're growing a lot of dars. So we made our own pickles. And we're getting a whole bunch of banana peppers. So we pickled those. And of course, with all the tomatoes, we made some of our own tomato sauce. And by the way, I just cooked a meal for my wife using our new sauce. It was delicious. And we've been trying things with the dehydrator. Yeah, our kitchen's a mess. And that's not even a fraction of the food we store. All this, I know it's kind of dark in here, is prepping. A lot of prepping in here too. But that's not even close to all of it. And we're kind of hurting on space because we're still... But I'll show you a couple of things here of this. These are all the eggs that we've been preserving, plus more, plus a lot of other things we've been preserving with our freeze dryer. So we're kind of forced to do it because we produce so much food. And I'll be darned if I'll waste it. So yeah. We have things stored everywhere for food. Alright, so we're back outside again. We're coming to the garage, which is a disaster. Turn on a light. We are running some eggs right now. And this is our freeze dryer right there. And more prepping of all the odds and ends that we need, like paper products and stuff like that, and lots of other just necessities that kind of, when we get good prices on stuff, we put it in here. And we have a whole nother area over here that we're preparing for more things that we produce or save. And then we have a lot of hardware items out in our bigger garages for power outages or camping stoves, or a way to heat water and preserve things in case our power goes down. We also have a very large generator which can power our well and can power our pellet stove that heats our house. So none of this is convenient. I can't, if I want to go bowling, you're looking at probably 80 miles of driving to do so, and the bowling alley would be pretty low tech compared to what you see in the big cities. So yeah, we if you decide to do this lifestyle, what you are giving up is convenience, and what you're taking on is responsibilities. However, there's a lot of self-satisfaction in this kind of lifestyle. Yes, I understand that it'd be nice to just work your 9 to 5 and do that routine. And I did it for years. I'm not mocking it, but I'm saying after a while, when I was doing a 9 to 5 and working through the ranks, becoming a manager, then I'd end up doing 50 hours a week and overtime and dragging every day, and I felt like I wasn't in touch with my kids. I even ran businesses where I had a chain of retail stores. I wasn't home much, and the only people that were neglected was my kids and my wife, of course. And suddenly it hit me, probably in my 40s or so, that I'm going, you know what, I can do with less as far as money. Quality of life is more important. Time with my kids, especially when they were teenagers, we did a lot of things with our kids, and now they're off on their own, and but we did spend tons of time with our kids one-on-one, whether it was camping, fishing, hunting, adventures, crabbing, shrimping. We did all that kind of stuff up in Washington State with our kids every weekend. We did all kinds of stuff, a lot of just camping trips. And yeah, some people will tell me in their convenient lifestyle, like, hey, we're playing video games, they're learning how to type, they're learning how to do a whole bunch of things as far as skills. But if things get rough, being a good typist is not necessarily going to feed you. Being a high vocabulary, which I don't have, isn't necessarily going to feed you. When the power goes out, or something needs fixed, or something needs to be repaired, being good on a video game is not going to help you. Real life, real scenarios, whether you've got 5 acres, 1 acre, 20 acres or more, you'll develop yourself as a very well-rounded, skilled person that can make it through thick and thin. This life of convenience, it is proving to be not sustainable. And so a lot of people are thinking about doing this. And if you're going to do it, do it. Dive in. There's a lot of payback. But it's not convenient whatsoever. So I hope that was a great little time together, kind of showing you why we're doing what we're doing. And believe me, getting up in the morning at age 60, there's always a new ache and pain. When I'm watching Justin Rhodes and seeing what he's going through with his health, well, that's what it's like to be 60 or 70 years old and starting to do this. You still got to push yourself every day. And some days are easy, other days are like, oh, I got to fix this, or I got to do this, or that, or whatever. So guys, I hope you enjoyed our time together. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Please take the time to really like the button, hit that little like button, share, and sharing our videos really helps us. And help us get our video out. And not a lot of people do daily videos, and we're trying, and it's not easy. Every day we make a video. It means an hour or two of editing, and all the projects we do on the property is a little harder when you're trying to coordinate it with a camera. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that's what we do every day. So guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and please try to support our channel by sharing it with others. So guys, take care now. Bye.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.